Hey guys, it's Margaret from Days Well Spent. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take leftover green onions that you purchased in a store and set them up for growing in a container. It also works if you want to plant them directly into a bed in your garden. Okay, so here I've got several bunches of green onions. I've already used the upper portion in my kitchen. I do like to go ahead and purchase organic because I know that I'm usually going to go ahead and plant them out in a container or in our bed depending on the time of year. Part of this has already grown since I cut it back because I usually cut it pretty far back. What you want to do is make sure that you have at least, what I usually do is from the tip of my finger to my knuckle area, and I usually, you know, they've still got a little bit of root there, not nearly this much, and I just go up. So I've got about 1.5 to 2 inches of the white area left. What I do is, as I use them, I'll either keep them in a container of water like this in the refrigerator, or I'll take a damp paper towel and just wrap it around this bottom section. And what that does is that's going to keep the root area moist. You don't have to, you can let it dry out, because think about the bulbs that we buy in the store to plant. They're usually dry. I just find that they start growing much quicker if they've stayed moist. So I've got these, they've been in water. You can see that the roots have already started growing, and like I mentioned, this green area, the upper portion, has started growing already just by keeping it moist. I'll go ahead and mention I am outside since I'm going to be dealing with dirt and planting, so there is going to be a little bit of noise in the video. Sorry about that. I have is a metal wash tub. We use this for a lot of different plants. These are the kind that you can purchase at a feed store. We've drilled holes in the bottom of it, and what Scott usually does is he takes a file and goes around that hole area just so that there's no rugged pieces when we go to use it. Help with drainage and to prevent the soil, you know, from going all out, I usually put a few rocks down in the bottom, and I'll just put a thin layer, not even too deep, of rocks and pebbles down here. The potting mix I had some left over from. Green onions do not need a really deep area to grow in. This is probably, I guess, about 6, maybe 7 inches deep, and that's plenty. What I'm going to do now is get the soil nice and moist. Got some water there from our rain barrels. And because I have to lift this off of the table, because I wanted it up high enough to make recording easier, I'm going to get it wet again once I get it placed where I'm going to keep it. So now this is the same step that you would do if you were planting these in your garden. So what I usually do is I just take my finger, I make a hole, I stick the onion down in it. You can use a stick, and I just place them a few inches apart. Now these are green onions, so they're not going to make a big bulb, so you can even go close to the edge. Now I'm going to go in the next ring and I'm going to alternate. Just kind of space them out a little bit, give them a little bit of room. Okay. Make sure that you've brought soil up around them. They don't have to be planted very deep, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is place this in the location that I plan to keep it and give it some more water. Within a few days, this green area is going to continue to grow, and within about a week to 2 weeks, we'll have full green onions. You can trim green onions back without actually fully pulling them up, and that's what we normally do. We'll come out, we'll clip off a portion off of each green onion, and it will continue to grow because you've not disturbed the root system. If you have any questions about growing green onions from green onions that you've purchased in a store, let me know down in the comments section and I'll be happy to answer them. If you enjoyed the video, hope you'll give it a thumbs up, and be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. We'd love it if you'd come visit us over at dayswellspent.com.